All right, we good?
Yes,
Let's see.
sir.
All righty. So give me 1 second. Let me post this dang link. All right, hold on. Twitter. All right. Are we all good?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So we're live. What up, Chargers Truther again? Got my homie Gary Bolt Gang Poppy on the
Yes,
right,
did.
and we got Jerbo, our friend from Twitter.
What's
So
up, guys?
yeah, what up, Jerbo? So
What up?
yeah, we'll just I have a few topics here. I was just gonna go through like intros. Telesco made some comments, some statements. They were pretty empty statements, typical. And then we could maybe look at his draft picks quickly. Maybe J.C. Jackson's talk quickly about him recovering. And then there was the Dean Spanos sister is talking about selling her like minority share or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Might be interesting. And then top needs, or we could just jump right into the mock draft. Try and keep this thing at about 1 hour though. Try not to go too over that. So I guess we'll just start off. I'll go first. I said it last time. So the way I became a Chargers fan, I was in like 5th grade or something. Started playing flag football in PE class. I live in San Jose, and that's when LaDainian Tomlinson started running it. I watched the games, and I just like really got hyped about it and got into football. Started watching the games, and it's just been a part of my life ever since. Yeah. All right.
That's dope.
Yeah, bro. All right, Gary, you share your story while I pop open this Corona real quick.
Got you. The way I became a
Recording here.
Charger fan is my dad and I and his friend went to a game at Qualcomm, and I guess his friend just so happened to know Marcellus Wiley, so we got some pretty
Damn.
good tickets. Then we went after, and then at that time I was a Green Bay fan because my dad was a big Brett Favre fan. I had a Favre jersey on and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and LT went crazy that day. He had like 3 tubs and rushed for like 170 or something like that. But even though they still lost, I was just like, that dude right there is probably
Yeah.
the coldest football player I think I've ever seen. And then
Yeah.
after the game, I got to happen to meet him. So then
You got to meet LT?
yeah,
Damn.
Oh,
Lucky
got to meet,
you.
yeah, bro. That's why I'm a Charger fan, bro. Literally took my Favre jersey off and threw it in the trash. I was like, yeah, that's the team that I'm rocking with now. So
That's
that's
fucking
how,
hilarious.
yep.
yeah.
What
So,
about you,
well,
Jerbo?
I've been a Chargers fan for about 15 or so years. I remember um, I was getting into football. My dad took me to this big old fans place, with a bunch of hats and jerseys. He's like, "All right, son, pick your team." So I just went and I was looking at all the logos, and I picked a Chargers hat and I picked a Colts hat. And I was like, which one will I pick? Which one's because I like the blue, right? I
Yeah.
love the color blue, so I decided to go with the bolts, and
There you go.
I enjoyed it. And after that, I got an LT jersey, um, and I was set ever since. I've been watching them, their ups and their downs, and when I was younger, I used to cry about the games and shit, when they would
Yeah.
lose terribly in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I remember when they beat the Colts in the playoffs, they beat Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
That was really special to me, right? Because I had that other hat was the Colts hat. So I
Yeah.
was like, damn, I can't believe they beat Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Darren Sproles with the walk-off touchdown in overtime. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
so I'll always be connected to the Chargers, and they'll always be my team, even though I
Yeah.
like to diss them every now and then. So
Yeah. It's crazy how much pain this team causes while like at the same time like it really has so many like really diehard fans that just like won't refuse to give up on the team,
exactly, and
Yeah.
that's football, right? It's like you pick your team, and it's like
Yeah, that's
if you're connected to them for years, and it's just tough to like switch teams later on because you just don't feel the same
yeah.
emotions,
Yeah, I always
Yep.
refer to it as like
Same
trying to
here.
switch your family, you can't switch your family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
So all right then. I'm just gonna go pull up, uh, jump over to this thing. Tom Telesco's. This is like the first. I was just looking through the Chargers website, see what what if there's any news. There's really not much news, but here we got this thing. 5 takeaways. Telesco's on free agency. We'll just talk real quick. Number one, I kind of read these in the car earlier. I don't even know what to, recapping free agency. Like, bro, yeah, we re-signed Pipkins. It was a big deal for us. He says, yeah, I agree. We kept Morgan Fox, J.K. Scott, Cameron Dicker, Parham, Easton Stick, and we got Kendricks. So what do you guys think about the free agency so far that we've had?
You can go first, Gary.
Yeah, you go
It's
first, Gary.
It's to be expected, in my opinion. I think all the people
Yeah.
that he re-signed and you kind of needed to re-sign or go get somebody else. I guess the biggest surprise is that they went with Eric Kendricks and didn't try to find a way to re-sign Drew in any way, shape, or form, which I think is kind of interesting. But I mean, it's a pretty much a typical Chargers offseason as far as it goes. I think last year was an anomaly, as far as how aggressive they were because of, how much cap space they had. So, I mean, it's pretty standard as far as I would expect for Tom Telesco to do.
Yeah, I agree.
I was kind of upset that they didn't re-sign Drew. I thought he's a really good player. He's got really good fundamentals, and of course he goes to Kansas City, right? But I don't. Tom Telesco is being super petty over his selection of Kenneth Murray, right? He's trying to keep Kenneth Murray. He's trying to believe in him. But to be honest, I'd rather have Drew over Kenneth Murray. I think Drew is a better player. And so I would love to have Kendricks and Tranquil together, but that's not the world that we live in. So
yeah, I think it's been a pretty boring free agency, I think, so far. I guess it's understandable. I'm very happy with getting Kendricks again with the Drew Tranquil. I thought he's a good player. Would have liked to keep him, although our rush defense has been pretty bad. So I don't want to go into the season with Tranquil and Murray. So, and I guess he didn't want to pay Tranquil, so we just kept Murray because he's still on the rookie deal. I mean, it's yet to be seen, man. I guess I don't know. Not too much to be super high on, I think, right here. So I'm gonna go on. Next one. It's talking about the O line. So I think you guys have heard it's gonna be it's gonna be Slater on the left, and then Zion, Lindsley, Sawyer, and then Pipkins on the right. And he's talking about he says we think Jamari can be good on the right side. Doesn't really matter in the end. They can play either side, but it's just what we're going with for right now. So I guess he doesn't really care where we're gonna put him at. You guys have any concerns or anything about that?
No, I think that was to be expected too because Jamari played his butt off last year, so he kind of deserves starting spot.
Yeah,
that's I think that our O line is solid. I know you don't think so. I know you think that it definitely needs improvement, but I think that it's trending up as far as offensive line goes for the Chargers. I think that they learned from the Phillip Rivers era as far as trying to find bargain guys all the time. So I think that they really invested, especially the last 2 years with the 2 first-round draft picks and stuff like that. So I think if we're healthy this year when it comes to our offensive line, I think we'll have a better offensive line than we did last year, obviously. So
yeah.
I think our starting offensive line is pretty good, but we have no depth, and it always comes to depth, right?
That's true.
We've never really spent these second, third, fourth round picks on these tackles right out of these big schools like some other teams do. Like, look at the Chiefs. They went and got, Trey Smith, who was in the 6th round out of Tennessee. He was up on the big board for the longest time. He's the biggest steal of the draft. He comes out, starting for them. And, it's those type of picks that, changes teams' courses. And, so we definitely need more depth because exactly. Trey Smith, he had some medical issues, I think, but that's the reason he slipped. But he had all the talent in the world, and they picked him in the 6th round.
Look at this guy.
And he's starting for them, and he's started almost every game. And same with Creed Humphrey too. I think they took him in like the 2nd round, not even a 1st round guy. Took him in the 2nd round, 2nd or 3rd round, and everyone thinks he's one of the best centers in the league. So it's those type of picks that Telesco fails to accomplish.
Yeah, that's true, and I agree. I think that our starting lineup is pretty good. Left side obviously is very good, Zion and Slater. But again, like injuries will come. We'll see what happens. The off season, still a lot to go. We got the whole draft. Hopefully, we get some O linemen. We definitely need to fill this out, and we got to have plan Bs. Can't just be hoping for good health, in my opinion. And I do want to model our stuff more like the Chiefs, take those big guys. So, all right, let me go back here. All right, then we're gonna talk about Eckler real quick. Try and keep this quick again. I like how we're keeping good time right now. Thoughts on Eckler? No public levels for concern. These are private discussions. He's a dynamic player. We're lucky to have him. So pretty much, he's saying a lot of nothing. You let him seek out the trade. He says no predictions. We like him, but no prediction on what happens. So pretty much, there's a good chance that we're gonna I don't know. He's gonna come back on that deal unhappily, and I don't know. He'll probably leave after next year. What do you guys think about the Austin Eckler thing?
You can go ahead first, Jay Herbo.
Okay. I think. I mean, it sucks too because it reminds me of the Melvin Gordon situation. Telesco's always petty and he's cheap with his contracts. I mean, look what happened to Bosa his rookie year. He had a holdout for his rookie contract. I mean, who holds out for their rookie contract? Like, it's things like that that pisses me off. So,
Same.
they made sure to get Eckler on a cheap deal when he was younger, and now that he's overproducing his salary, obviously the dude wants to get paid. He was an undrafted free agent. Running backs don't spend a lot of time in the league, so obviously he wants to get paid. So I mean, I know he's a good dude, so I'd be happy for him if he were to get paid somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously I want to keep him. But he's not a huge, big workhorse running back. I'm not sure what his yards per carry were last year. Maybe like high 3s, maybe.
I think it was like 4.1.
Optimistic, 4.1.
Yeah.
I think it was under 4 for sure.
I mean, but he's he's
pull it out.
He's awesome at getting touchdowns and all. So that's why I like him. He's led the league in touchdowns like the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's better than people like Henry and all the top dogs. But
oh wow, 4.5 actually.
Oh really?
I think so. Let's see. But I think that's kind of misleading. I mean, he had like a 70-yard run, and but like he didn't break
915 yards.
Yeah, but that's because we had no other running backs to take the carries. He was getting everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So he's definitely getting underpaid.
Yeah, he's definitely getting underpaid.
But for sure. But we have so many big contracts on our books, and we have Herbert with his massive contract coming up. I mean, that's why we're not spending any money on free agents. That's why we went and got all that cap space for this year just to get Kendricks. But we need to save money for next year for Herbert. So that's why we're kind of stuck.
Yeah. What do you think, Gary?
I think it was like, okay, I understand that he wants to get his money. I understand his side and everything, but I just feel like the timing was just totally bad. Like you knew that during this time you probably weren't going to get a contract extension. So you're trying to force your hand on something. They let you explore the options that you want to explore. Now you're not getting what you want because teams know that you only have a year left on your contract. Why would they want to seek out a trade for you as opposed to, trying to make a bid for you in free agency? So, I mean, I don't know what he expected, to be honest, but I understand what he's trying to do. I understand the business side of it. And I think that a lot of the reasons why he's not getting that contract extension is partly because of his play style. He's not, like Jay Herbo said, he's not a consistent between the tackles runner. He's not
Yeah.
like the thing about Austin Eckler. I think that hinders him is he's a running back that needs space. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be a running back that gets in a hole and makes something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? If there's no hole there, Austin is going to get a -2. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to when you get like a Derrick Henry or you get those a Christian McCaffrey's out there where something breaks down, they make somebody miss, and then they're skating for 10, 15 yards. So
Yeah.
he can't be expecting that type of money. And when it comes to the touchdowns and things like that, I think that was more based off of scheme. You know what I'm saying? He's Joe Lombardi's running a lot of stick routes and swing routes. So when he's catching the ball, he's in space and he's able to score. And then when a lot of his touchdowns, I think, were within 5 or 10 yards. Nothing
Couldn't tell
red
him.
zone. I think
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
zone,
Yeah, it was a lot of red zone, like off of play action. We'd be on the 1 yard line. We on a play action, and he'd be wide open and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, you're getting a lot of touchdowns, bro. But are those dynamic touchdowns? Are you breaking runs and stuff like that? And it's not really that consistent to me. So I don't think that he's gonna get too much from the Chargers. I think he's gonna have to come back and play on that deal. Then and I also think that he has to come back and play good because he wants that contract next year. So if he comes out, you can't put bad tape out there. So if he keeps, comes out there and puts bad tape, that's not going to help him at all. So
Yeah.
he's gonna have to suck it up this year is what I think it boils down to for sure.
Yeah, and it's gonna suck too because it's gonna impact the chemistry in the locker room.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm very concerned about too, which is exactly what happened with Melvin Gordon. I do see it from both sides, but I think Eckler feels like a little disrespected by the team. And what I truly think this is the issue is that we haven't given him the other running back that can actually give him a rest. Like Kelly, he's good at times, but hasn't been there. Spiller hasn't done anything. Roundtree hasn't done anything. So he even said last year that he needs help. And if you look at Kelly didn't even have 300 yards rushing. So you could just, this is all Eckler played like every single game, I think. He does have to honor his contract, but
let me ask you this though: have you ever heard Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey say, "I need help"?
Yeah, never.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, bro. You can't expect to be a top paid back, and you're like, "Hey, bro, I need help."
Yeah,
that's kind of you're contradicting.
Yeah, that's true. But first of all, we all know that our organization is dysfunctional, right?
Oh yeah,
to an extent, yeah, for sure, I agree.
It's pretty dysfunctional, I think. But he says, I think Eckler is saying you either cut down his carries and pay him less, or if we're gonna force him to take all these carries, he's gonna demand more money. And I can kind of see it from both sides, honestly.
Yeah. And I'll also bring this up too. It also always goes back to Tom Telesco. Remember in 2020 draft when we traded up for Kenneth Murray, did you know that Jonathan Taylor went in the second round? We could have had Jonathan Taylor and Austin Eckler, but Telesco failed at that. So it's shit like that. It pisses me off.
Yeah. Tom Telesco is pretty much, I think, the root of all of our problems. Pretty much, he's been here 10 years, hasn't done anything. I know that's gonna piss people off. I know it, but I'm like, bro, I'm so over this guy. I'm so over our GM.
Yeah.
So okay,
I definitely doesn't. He doesn't have the great eye for talent in the later rounds of the draft for sure. Like, he's terrible.
Okay, here, let me. Okay, here, I might just skip these next two ones here. He's sizing up AFC West. He's talking about the Chiefs. He's like, oh, you talk about beating the Chiefs, and you also want to balance it because we got to play all the other teams in the NFL. Dude, honestly, this guy just says way too much just fluff stuff, not really much substance or whatever. And he's talking about solid on special teams. I mean, we could briefly talk about this.
Yeah. I'm glad we have a good kicker now.
Yeah.
After all these years of having terrible kickers.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have a really dude. I even forgot his name. Is his name Cameron Dicker?
Yeah, Cameron Dicker.
Yeah.
Cameron Dicker.
Yeah. Look at this stat at the bottom. Dicker and Hopkins last year made 28 of 30 field goals in 2022. I mean, dude, that's like probably our best field goal percentage in like I'd guess like 10 years almost,
Yeah, last year was like the first season. Last year was the first season where I was like not shaking when we were kicking field goals.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
mean, I was still shaking, but had more confidence.
But I don't like how they're coming in with both Dicker and Hopkins. I don't know why they just don't cut Hopkins. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that Dicker's a better kicker than Hopkins and he's younger, but it just kind of sucks that they're gonna play politics here with both of them, and they better not cut Dicker. Like if they cut Dicker, that's it. You know, that's so stupid.
You can't do D Hop dirty though, because my man kicked a game-winning field goal on Monday Night Football for the win. So he deserves
That's
his right to, you know.
that's true. But if you're not on the field playing, you know what I mean? People
He
forget
laid it
about
out on the
you.
line. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good move. Good to see that our freaking special teams is going to remain intact. And honestly, I feel like to me, that's all there really is to say. I could maybe try and dig deeper, but you know, what the hell? It's just special teams. It's important, but yeah, bigger fish to fry, I think. You guys good off that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, we're just going to move on. I wanted to bring up Tom Telesco's draft picks. So let me now bring this up. Can you guys see
Let's
this?
look at all these mid picks, except for Herbert and Derwin James and Bosa.
So we can we'll start at the bottom. Maybe I'll zoom it up a little bit. Maybe start here. Fluker, Teo, Allen, Steve Williams, Turk Williams, Brad Sorensen. I mean, obviously these three picks were pretty good. I was down with Fluker. Teo was all right. You know, I think he filled in. Keenan Allen was probably Telesco's best pick ever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, you know,
For
this was I would okay. We'll just grade his draft classes. I would give this a solid like B. It's a solid B for me, I think.
Yeah, that's like a B for me.
Yeah. What do you say? What do you say,
I'm not
Jerbo?
even gonna grade his draft classes. I don't like Telesco at all.
You're gonna
He
abstain.
I
said he
mean,
gets
you're
no
gonna give him
love.
a B just because he picked Keenan Allen. Those other guys, DJ Fluker was an all right player, and same with
Yeah.
Teo.
Hey, we're trying to sign him again. You see his workout at Alabama?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he looks
yeah.
in shape.
He looks like he stopped eating a lot of that soul food. He started getting some good food in his belly.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up a picture real quick of him. Yeah, he looks like he's trying to get back in the league, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
He's
see.
looking nice.
Let's see if there's an image of him recently. Oh, look, here's a good one. Let me see if I could share this tab instead. Can you see this?
Uh-huh.
He's
He was looking
cut down a ton of weight.
Yeah.
It's kind of
And
blurry, but
you always have an affection for the team that drafted you. So
well, you know the Chargers are always petty, but yeah, I doubt we'll get him, but I would like to.
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Right,
I
but
agree.
you're just kind of basing his play off of what he looks like. I mean,
True.
you're not basing it. You know, when you actually put him out there on the field on Sundays, what does he look like today? You know what I mean?
Well, I would just give him a chance, like a freaking just
Yeah,
a practice
exactly.
squad shot.
Gotta
Yeah,
see what he's
He's
doing.
probably better than what's his name, Norton.
Yeah, probably.
He's on the Saints now.
Good.
The Saints picked him up for 1 year.
All right, let's look at 2014. Verrett, Atauchu, Chris Watt, Carruthers. I think Carruthers was all right for a little bit. Grice and Tevin Reese. I would give this one a C. C, and I think that's being generous. Maybe C minus.
That's an F, bro.
Yeah, that might be
Jason
it.
Verrett was good.
And,
He was
you know,
talented, but he's so injury prone.
Yeah, you know what? I might have to downgrade this. I'll give it a freaking C minus. That's a C minus.
That's just an F.
The only play I remember from Verrett was when he had that pick six against the Steelers.
And the Bears that one time, I think. All right, so I give it a C minus. Jerbo abstains, and Gary give it a F, right?
Yeah, that was an F for sure.
All right, 20. All right, this one I thought was good. Gordon, Perryman, Mager didn't really do much. Kyle Emanuel and Phylon. I give that one a B plus. I like that one.
That's a C.
C, dang.
I'd say this one's a little better. Yeah, Perryman's still in the league, and Gordon just won a Super Bowl ring, right? So.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I give it a. Is Phylon still playing? Look, his name is bold. I wonder if he's still playing.
He might be, yeah.
Dang, let me just look it up. Oh, he might be on the Raiders. I feel like he's on the Raiders.
He was on the Raiders.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
the
last
Raiders
time.
always get our leftovers. So
Oh, he's a free agent now, so maybe he just finished.
So I'm
But
trying to.
all right,
That's what I'm supposed to see. He's not even playing no more.
all right. I give it a B plus though. I love Melvin Gordon. I really miss him. Okay, next one. This one was not bad. Bosa is 2016. You got Bosa, Hunter Henry, Max Turk, Josh Perry. I thought, Jatavis Brown was good for a little bit. Kaser, I think Kaser was a bust. Derek Watt played a little bit, and Clark. I'll give this one. I'll give it a B. Hunter Henry and Bosa. I give it a B.
I'll give that a B, like a C plus B because Jatavius Brown was a beast before he freaked his ankle up.
Yeah,
Before his ankle got, he was doing really, really well.
Yeah, he was a steal.
Another player we just let walk out the door in Hunter Henry. He's not doing anything in New England, right? He could still be on the Chargers catching passes from Herbert, but Tom Telesco.
What could have been? Drink.
Yeah, but we were.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about Hunter Henry in the last year, and he was good with us.
He still plays, but yeah. I mean, I don't think Mac Jones is as good as the quarterback he had he could have had in with us. So yeah, I give it a B, maybe even a B plus. Bosa and Henry were both good, but all right, I'll leave it at B. We'll move on. 2017, Mike Williams, Forrest Lamp, Dan Feeney, Rayshon Jenkins, Desmond King was a great steal. Tevy and Isaac Rochelle. This one was also good. I'll give it another B, maybe even a B plus again. A B. I'll give it a B.
I'll give that a B. Rashawn, you said Rashawn, Desmond King. Yeah, those are two solid players for us for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think?
say that one's the best one I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I was actually bummed out because Forrest Lamp never really panned out for us. Dan Feeney.
True, I thought he was going to be good.
Yeah, I thought Forrest Lamp was going to be great.
Feeney's better than Lamp. Feeney's still in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he?
And Rayshon, freaking, he's balling out in Jacksonville.
Yeah. He was a dog. I like Ray. I mean, I feel like I feel like Rayshon and Derwin would have been a pretty dang good safety combo,
Yeah, you could even put Desmond King at safety. Desmond King is super talented. He was like the Jim Thorpe award winner in college. That's the best DB in the nation. They got in the 5th round, and they just trade him away for a 6th round pick.
Yeah,
so let's go
with
him,
a Sam Tevy, a Derek Watt, a Darius Philon. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was trash. That was a trash move by Telesco. He's made a lot of bad moves, in my opinion. I would have loved to keep Desmond King. I know they were talking about like he was late for meetings or something, but it's like just work it out. Like what's his side of the story? We don't get to hear his side.
Yep.
So whatever.
You're such a players coach, Truther. You'd be the best coach ever. Players would love you, bro.
I know. I'll be like, all
don't
right.
worry about it, Tom. He was late. Let him go. Fine.
Well, it's LA. It's California. There's traffic everywhere.
It's like, yeah, he was drinking a little bit. What? He still showed up for the game though.
Come on, bro. He balled out though. He had. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Do you see those picks?
For real.
All right. 2018, Derwin, Uchenna, Justin Jones, Kaiser, Questenberry, Dylan Cantrell, and Justin Jackson. Give this one I would say hit. Nwosu was a hit. Miss. Kaiser was a hit. I would say maybe B. I'll give it a B.
To this day, I don't know how Kaiser White is not on the Chargers. I think that one is more egregious than Drew Tranquil. That one is more egregious than Drew Tranquil. He literally signed a 1-year deal.
I don't understand this team, bro. I don't understand this team does that.
They could have got him this year.
Great players, and they let them walk.
This year in free agency. Oh man.
They let everyone walk. They pick great players and they just let them walk.
Yeah.
I'm like, terrible. Yeah, I get that one like a C plus.
That's like a generous grade for you, huh?
Yeah.
C plus.
C plus.
All right, let's go then.
Literally guys in there where you think, and I'm like, I don't even remember seeing that guy touch the field.
Well, this was a bad one, kind of bad one. 2019, Tillery, Adderley, Pipkins, Tranquil, Stick, Agbule, and Broughton. I would give this one a C, solid C.
That shit was D.
Yeah, maybe.
D's nuts. Terrible, bro.
I give
My man
it
drafted.
an R for retired.
That was pretty. This was not a good draft at all. Like, bro, you got to at least hit on your first round pick. Tillery, man, come on, man.
Well, I say that because Nasir retired.
I know, yeah, Nasir retired, but even before he wasn't that impactful.
Yeah, I remember
Pipkins,
he came out of Delaware. Yeah.
Pipkins finally had a good year, and like finally in what, like his third or fourth year, Tranquil barely just. I would I wouldn't. I would be happy like getting rid of all these guys, honestly, and replacing them. But they were all right. Give it a C. I know I'm trying to be maybe a little nice, but it's YouTube, you know.
Look at Pipkins College. I can't even say that word.
Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
In the third round, bro.
I know, bro. I would rather take an Alabama backup tackle, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I say, bro. I'm always wanting more SEC linemen, trenchmen, D-line, linebackers, just SEC.
Yeah, why not take from the best college programs? Like, why are you going to take from Sioux Falls? I can't even
let's just look at these colleges. Notre Dame. I don't really like Notre Dame. Delaware,
Dude.
Sioux Falls, Notre Dame.
He
again,
loves Notre
Dakota.
Dame.
These colleges are not good, man. Not good. Not
you know,
good.
he goes for like the character people, you know, they got good character. If they got good character, but they're a little worse on the field, I'm gonna take him over someone who's, you know, who's like a Reuben Foster, like who's super talented, but he's like, you know, kind of crazy off the field, you know.
Yeah, I would rather take a chance on a Reuben Foster than like a Sioux Falls type guy. I mean, clearly it would have shown that Pipkins was the better pick because Reuben Foster didn't pan out, obviously.
Right.
But his ceiling, his potential, I think was way higher, you know.
Yeah, so. You could always go back to when he picked Kenneth Murray over the Patrick Queen, right? He picked a Oklahoma Big 12 linebacker over a dude who played in the playoffs, who was in the SEC, played for a big school in LSU. Like, you know, there's a reason the Ravens, you know, wanted to get Roquan Smith and pair him up with Patrick Queen, you know, and we're over here talking about Kenneth Murray being like an average player at best.
Yeah,
I don't know about average player. I just think that it's a scheme fit for him. He's used to a 3-4. I mean, not a 3-4, like a 3 defense.
I just want to get like hitters, like nasty dudes that are like just are physical and aggressive. I want aggressive.
He's the nastiest hitter on our team, isn't he? He be laying our own players out.
Nah, I don't think Murray's our bit. I don't even think we really have that many hitters. Like Derwin is definitely one. I would say Derwin is. He's a safety.
I would say Derwin and then him.
Derwin and then Khalil Mack maybe.
Oh, remember Jaleel Adai?
Yeah, Jaleel Adai.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I liked him.
Mr. Knock himself out.
Yeah,
he's a missile. He kind of sucks, but he would go all out.
Lay people out. Yeah, he would.
I feel like we need that kind of thing. But all right, let's move on. 2020 now. Okay, Justin Herbert, Kenneth Murray, Josh Kelly, Joe Reed. Dude, it's like, bro, he saves his ass by getting Justin Herbert. Like, if we just got rid of Justin Herbert, this is to me maybe a.
I think you have to take Justin Herbert off the draft because who else would he have chosen? He's gonna choose Tua or Justin Herbert. He's not gonna choose anybody else in that position. So
I would just really
get credit for that pick.
I mean, okay, look, if I just grade the draft how it is, Justin Herbert alone, I would have to give an A just because that's going to be our quarterback for hopefully like until like we have kids and stuff, until we're like fathers and stuff, you know. So like that alone is worth it. But if we take out Justin Herbert, I give it a D. Josh Kelly is all right, hasn't really done anything. Kenneth Murray, I think he's replaceable. It's a first rounder too. Joe Reed is gone. Gilman has been all right for where he was drafted, but without Justin Herbert, I give it like a D. With Justin Herbert, I would even give that an A. I'd be okay with that. What do y'all think?
Right. Yeah. And Herbert fell to him.
Yeah.
Herbert fell, right? If the Dolphins would have taken Herbert, we would have had Tua.
Yep.
Same with Derwin James, right? Derwin fell to 17.
Yep. He
had no brainer pick, right?
He had to choose Derwin. There's no other person.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, all right, that was a quick one. Let's go back 2020, 2021 now. Slater, Samuel, Palmer, McKitty, Rumph, Himes. You could just see, like, as it goes down, it's like, oh
It
my
gets
God,
worse.
this
It gets
is like
worse.
shit, bro.
But I mean, I guess
Like,
that's how it's supposed to go.
oh my God, like these top three, okay, like Slater, that's a great pick. Samuel, that's a great pick. Palmer, that's all right. That's I still like Palmer as a depth guy, like a third rounder. What do you really expect, McKitty, that's a bust so far. Rumpf has been a bust. Heim is bust. Neiman, nothing. Roundtree, total bust. Webb, I give this one. I give it a shoot. It's hard. Like, all right, you guys go first. What do you think? What do you think about this draft?
Let me talk shit real quick.
All right.
We picked Palmer over Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
And then we go and pick Trey McKitty in the third round. Like, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. When they picked Trey McKitty, though, I was like, that was a good pick at the time, but he just didn't pan out the way I thought he would. He was a lot better than he was in college. He looked better in college than he did now, for sure.
I mean, at least he's from Georgia.
That's what I'm saying. Like he wasn't looking terrible, but now he's trash, bro.
I mean, if you look at the colleges are a little better. Florida State, Tennessee, Georgia, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, Georgia.
I think this was when we
Brandon
had Staley in the room, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I like Staley. So, all right, I give this draft. I give it a B. Give it a B. That's two really good players, but not very good depth at all. Pretty much no depth except for Palmer. Give it a B.
Oh, and Slater fell to us. What were you gonna say, Gary? My bad.
No, it's all good. I give that a C plus because Chris Rumph. It's almost a B, but like Chris Rumph, really, I didn't really get that pick.
Yeah, I hate to be rude to like the players, but Chris Rumph better like come out freaking buff as hell this next season. Like this dude better have been freaking living in the weight room. Hopefully, to actually because that guy was like a ghost pretty much last season, and we needed him.
Yep.
Slater fell to us at 13, so
yeah,
there's not much I can say.
Yeah, all right, you're abstaining again, Jerbo.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. I give it a B. What'd you say, Gary? One more time.
That was a C plus.
C plus. All right. 2022. This is the last one. Zion, JT, Spiller, Agbanya, Salyer though. The one good one. Jasir, Dean Leonard. I give this one. It's tough. I give it a B minus. B minus.
Yeah, I think this one's actually not that bad because Jasir, Jamari, Zion. Yeah, I think that's like a B. Solid B.
Really? This is like the first one you rated it higher than me. You said a B?
I think that was a B on that one.
I think
Zion is like highly undervalued. I think you know what I'm saying? He does a lot, even though he does get beat in pass pro sometimes, but as far as like the run game goes, he's one of those guys that you talk about where he's just physical, where he's just laying the hat on people. So
he's super smart too. I think next year he's gonna come out really, really good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm very happy we got Zion. It's just that JT hasn't. I mean, it's hard to grade them after only 1 year. They were only rookies, so
exactly.
But like where we are right now, I would give it a B minus just because JT didn't really do anything. Spiller didn't do anything. Agbanya, I don't think did anything. Jasir was like made a couple of special teams plays. I think he helped win that game against the Broncos with that dope punt return or punt. Whatever,
push the guy
coverage.
Into the ball. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a dope play. That was super dope. Yep. I give that a B minus, and I'll leave it at that.
I have two things to say. One, Jamari Salyer was definitely a Staley pick. There's no way Telesco would have picked Salyer.
Yeah,
Salyer was on the big board, right? He's at the highest. He's the highest of the big board. That was definitely a Staley pick. So fuck Telesco. And then fuck Telesco again. How are you going to have Jasir Taylor and Dean Leonard have more playing time than JT Woods and Isaiah Spiller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Isaiah Spiller didn't get on the field. Like, okay, I understand maybe he's not that good at special teams, but you didn't draft him for that. Like, you draft a running back that high. you want him to get on the field and get some production. Like, come on, bro.
I think that might have been, well, first of all, he's like super young. I think he's 20. I think he might have just not really been ready for it. And I think maybe like, because we're all speculating right now. And I don't really like to speculate. I don't really like to speculate that much, but I'm thinking that maybe it was like a Brandon Staley decision. Like, nah, if this dude's not ready, we're not going to have him on the field, you know?
Yeah, that's very plausible for sure.
Yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. But all right. Okay, let's move on. Do you guys want to talk real quick about the J.C. Jackson improvement? I'll pull up something real quick. J.C. Jackson improvement.
Yeah. I hope JC comes out doing really good next year. You know,
he looks focused.
Yeah, you know, he had that injury at the beginning of the season last year. I think that's what messed with him. You know, mentally, physically, and then having to learn a whole new scheme, right? So I just hope he comes out balling next year because man, we paid him a lot.
Yeah, I agree
for sure. I think like the state of our defense kind of hinges on him because if he's not there with these next he has like 4 years left on his contract. These next 4 years, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because now we got to figure out what we need to do with Vato. Sante Samuel's gonna want his money soon. It's gonna be our corner situation is gonna be real sketchy if he doesn't come back.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, right now I take Vato over JC.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, here I got it. All right, y'all see this? So it's just JC, in the weight room working out with the trainers, and I think we all agree that we have high hopes for JC. It was obviously a disappointment last year. Even before he got injured, he was getting cooked and stuff, but we know that he's a great athlete. And we paid him a lot for a reason. Hopefully this wasn't a total, misuse of the money. We do need him because we got Michael Davis and Asante, but like JC in there with them, like performing at a high level would be freaking great. Very, very good. I mean, we're paying him, so let's hope that he performs, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys think he makes it back in next season to play?
I think he'll be ready week 1.
Oh, okay. I think.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he looks pretty good in those videos. So it's still a long ways away till the season. So.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys ever had like a knee injury before?
No, I haven't.
Never.
Yeah, I tore my ACL, and I think he's gonna be probably back like mid-season.
Mid-season.
Yeah, I think he's gonna because it's different to be able to like run on a straight line like that or do step ups, but it's totally different to be backpedaling and cutting and not thinking about it. That's the hardest thing.
But
I think
was it his ACL or is like his kneecap?
No, it was his patella tendon. But I'm just saying, like knee injuries like that are just are weird.
Yeah. I'm so glad I never got a knee injury.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, dude, with our luck, 2 weeks before the season starts, and he's gonna be like, Brandon Staley's gonna come out. Oh, JC needs another procedure. He's gonna be out a month.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. I'm knocking on my head on that, bro.
Yeah,
Wishing
bro.
my man good health. Wishing my man
Seriously.
good health. Hell no.
All right. Okay, let's go to the last topic I have before we do that quick mock draft. All right, this is kind of I feel like this is kind of like a made up story. It's let's see. Can you see this? Spanos looking to sell ownership stake in the Chargers. I think this is the sister of Dean Spanos, or maybe Dean Spanos' daughter or something like that. He's talking about I haven't read this article, but geez, look at this. Accusing him of misogynistic and financially ruinous business. And honestly, like Spanos owns 24% of the Chargers, which includes 15% individual ownership and 9% share of the family trust. Honestly, I would rather have her either freaking step up to the plate, because whoever's running the Chargers, I don't trust them at all. It has been shitty to watch so much disappointments. I don't trust the guys that run this right now. I want her to sell this. 24% is a lot, sell that to a dude with some balls, and a guy that can actually just come in and just be like, all right, nah, fuck all this. Like, we're changing stuff. Like, nah, Telesco, you out. Nah, we're draining the swamp.
I agree.
My man said, just get everybody out of here. Get the 25% and say, get out of here.
It's like, bro, what have you done? What have y'all done?
I mean, if I was rich, I'd definitely be trying to get that 25%.
Yeah. You got Herbert. You got Herbert. So I would love to see her sell that to, like, I even like Shad Khan of the Jaguars. I think he's been doing a good job with the Jaguars. They're a tough team. They run the ball. They stop the run. They got the good quarterback. Beat us in the playoffs. They've even gone to the AFC Championship a few years ago, maybe a lot of years ago, but I'd like to see her sell that to someone with some good leadership skills, really.
Yeah, I just think that they don't have. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that one, bro. Because I don't know what the hell's going up there with Dean and Tom.
Yeah, bro.
Terrible.
It's got to be do or die for them this year, or at least Tom, at least.
For sure, Tom. I think.
What do you think, Jerbo?
I never really liked them. They're too cheap.
Yeah, they're too cheap. It's really hurt us. I think it's really hurt us. Cannot expect to freaking be a champion like that. I just don't think so.
I mean, I went to San Diego for spring break, and man, there are a lot of people who talk shit on them because, imagine being a Chargers fan living in San Diego, going to the games all the time, and then they just pick up their bags and move up to LA. Like, come on now.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I'm biased because I live in LA, so I was kind of happy. So it made a shorter drive for me.
Yeah, for me, I'm from San Jose, so I don't really mind where they're at as long as they're in California. But tough position. That's just what happens when you disappoint for so many years and you never become a championship team. You just every year it's just like, oh, we're good. Oh, we're Super Bowl contenders. No, definitely not. Again. It's just like, dude, how can we trust you? So
the Spanos curse, man. The Spanos curse.
Even with LT and Rivers, damn. So
just look at us, Marlon McCree.
It just seems like we're just unlucky, and I don't really believe in luck. So, so all right. Anyways, y'all ready for this? Quick, we'll wrap this up with a 3-round mock draft. Y'all ready?
Let's get it popping.
All right, let's go. I don't know if we're gonna really be like pulling up hella highlights and whatnot, but hopefully we just kind of know some guys. All right. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can decrease the size. We could kind of see a little bit more.
So this is my mentality on the first round. If what's his name from Texas?
Yeah, he's right here.
Bijan.
Oh yeah, that's no brainer.
Not available. We have to go with the speed wide receiver. But dude, there's no way that Bijan is falling to 21 in my head.
I'm gonna see if there's another mock draft simulator because I feel like drafting Bijan, because we did that last time, and it kind of feels like a cop out. Let me see what I can do here. Let me try a different website.
Maybe we just don't pick Bijan this time. Maybe we just act like he was already taken, which he probably will. I mean, look, do you remember when we picked Gordon 15th overall?
Yeah, we traded up.
I wanted Gurley, but Gurley went 10th overall.
Yep,
so I was really pissed off when Gurley went because everyone had mock draft Gurley to the Chargers. So, but just think about that. Like, Bijan is just as good of a prospect as Gurley was, and probably just as good as Saquon, and they both went top 10. So,
yeah, I definitely could see him going top 10. Bijan, but this is a new one. This is a NFL mock draft database, so it's I've never done this one before, so let's just go and see what falls to us here. Y'all can see this, right?
Yeah.
I can't really see it, so just yell out some names.
God, they keep giving us Bijan though. They're like,
Dude, they didn't even pick CJ Stroud.
Oh my God, I know.
Is Zay Flowers there?
Yeah, he is.
That's what I mean. And besides Bijan, those are my 2 first-round picks. Is Bijan
All
and Zay.
Okay, if we're not picking Bijan, I would maybe pick Osirans, bro. But I've already done that, so okay, I'll not
You
pick
think you're gonna pick?
Osirans.
You think they're gonna pick 3 O linemen back-to-back years in the first round?
I mean, yeah, that's probably a question mark why they wouldn't do it. But honestly, I don't even care. Like our O line was not good last season, really, and I want to make it a strength. But I could see the. Trust me, I've argued so much on Twitter about this. So okay, I would maybe pick Kalijah, even though I think he's a little undersized, or Brian Breesy, just because I want some D linemen.
I mean, it's all about scoring points, right? I mean, you look at the Bengals; they got a nasty trio. You know, who else? Trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, the Eagles freaking went and traded for AJ Brown. They made it to the Super Bowl. So it's all about your wide receivers and scoring points. So we lack speed on the offense. So we definitely need to get a playmaker. And I wouldn't care who we got in the first round as long as it was a wide receiver or Bijan.
Yeah, no,
I would love JSN, but I think JSN will be gone by then.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a lot of needs. All of these guys, I'm sure, would be great. I could see Zay Flowers. I could do Zay Flowers if you guys want to do that. You guys want to do Zay Flowers?
Sure.
Yeah, that's who I would pick for sure because
Okay. Yeah.
He adds little.
He kind of looks like Tyreek Hill, don't you think?
Yeah, he's like. Yeah. I was watching his highlights yesterday, and I was just like, yeah, bro, he would be nasty because that's just. Yeah, he would just. I think he would fit our offense really, really well because we don't really have a quick receiver like that. Like Josh Palmer is kind of like Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams is a jump ball guy, and Jalen Guyton is just a run down the field 4-3 dude. So having a guy that's just like shifty could, just I think would fit our offense really well.
Yeah. So all right, we're gonna go Zay Flowers, but that's ignoring Bijan. We're gonna pretend like this guy is not there because obviously I think we'd all pick Bijan first.
I'm picking Bijan for sure.
Okay, so besides Bijan, we're going Zay Flowers, fine. But just know, in the next picks, I'm definitely gonna be looking at the trenches. All right, let's see. How long is this thing gonna take until we're back up? All right, we up again. I'm not accepting no trades. No trades. All right. Here we go. We got Drew Sanders, Campbell, Musgrave, Clark. Oh, I'm going Ika. I'm going Ika. Remember Gary? We passed him in the last one.
Yeah. I think I'll have to go with Ika on that one too.
Yeah, I'm going
I remember
Ika.
His highlights are pretty fresh.
I heard that this was the best tight end draft in the last 10 to 15 years. So I think we need to go tight end early.
You want tight end? Who?
I
don't even think there is any. Tucker Kraft.
Well, no, I mean you guys can go with the lineman for the second round, but I'm saying between picks, between rounds 1 through 4, we should take a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do think tight end is a need, but let me show you.
Especially with Kellen Moore's offense because he likes to run a lot of 12 personnel too. A lot of 12 personnel.
All right, let me just show you this. I just want to show the size of this guy. I can't even pronounce it. Siaki Ika. Big old dude. He reminds me of Jamal Williams, and I think we need this anchor. I would have to I would have to pick Ika Sika. I mean, whatever the heck his name is. I think this beer might be getting to me, man. I just called him Ika Sika. Siaki.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna let you live your life, bro.
Appreciate it, man. All right, we're going Ika. Siaki Ika. I really want this guy. I really, really want this guy in this coming draft in real life. So okay, last pick, third round. Are we up? I think we're up. Okay. DJ Turner, Jervon Dexter, Cedric Tillman, Marvin
What tight ends
Mims.
do they have? Ooh, Marvin Mims is a good one too, but we picked Zay Flowers, so never mind.
There's not really that many tight ends left.
There's LT's cousin,
Who?
Oh yeah, the cornerback.
TCU Tomlinson.
Oh, this guy?
Yep.
You think we need corner? I don't think we need corner though.
No, I'm just pointing it out. But you know how
Yeah.
we got Samuel and his dad is good, and Samuel's good, and
Ooh.
see, I'm just talking about like
Yeah,
family
the
ties.
connection.
The
Yeah,
heritage,
no.
yeah.
Honestly, that is a big plus in my mind. I do think so. You'd like to
Ooh, Marvin Mims.
we already got a receiver though.
I know we can't. I mean,
He's trying to
know.
double dip in the pot. Look at him.
You want one candy, but two candies sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't even really care. I'm going Luke Whippler. What do you got? What do y'all think? I haven't even seen. Yeah, I like Luke Whippler. What do you think, Gary?
I'm not mad at that.
I wouldn't. I mean, I think we also need maybe a safety, but I'm not very familiar with these guys. I'm just kind of going off
the grades on the thing.
Yeah, let me see if I could just look up just one time Luke Whippler, this guy's highlights. Hopefully he looks like a guy I would like.
Luke Whippler.
He's a center, so I think he could play. All right, hang on. 1 second. Oh god, this thing freaking.
Luke Whippler. He couldn't have been my teammate. I'll just be walking up to him like that the whole time. Luke Whippler.
All right, let's see. All right, here he's in the middle. He's the center right here. 53.
Oh, you went to O State?
Yeah, Ohio. He's not that fast, but all right, he threw that guy down. He looked like he was kind of he was waddling a little bit.
In the NFL. It looks like the guard in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think that was the same play.
Yeah, he decleated that dude for sure. Oh shoot, he can get some quick feet for a big boy.
I'll take my chances with any big name, big school lineman.
O-line. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking too. He's not really impressing me that much, but fuck it.
I think it's definitely hard to evaluate O-lineman in the draft.
Yeah, it is. So okay, y'all cool with Whippler?
Yeah, I'm cool with the Whippler.
You cool with Jerbo?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, honestly, well, we didn't get a running back. When did Jahmyr Gibbs go? But whatever. So okay, that's the draft for us. I think they're being very generous with these grades: A, B plus.
I don't know. Luke Whippler was looking like the truth there.
Yeah.
In those couple plays, man, he looked like he was Corey Linsley's heir apparent.
Yeah, no, I think this would be pretty solid. These are all big needs for us. Receivers definitely. I don't think it's our top need, but like this guy Zay Flowers looks like a great receiver. Speedy. It looks like he could fit something we're missing. Siaki Ika. Obviously.
Why don't you think receivers are top need?
I just think that running back is more of a need because we had a 30th ranked rush offense.
Yes, but if Bijan's not there, what are you going to do?
Go in the trenches probably. But again,
receiver.
That Keenan Allen's like almost 40, right?
No, how old is he? He's like 33.
I think he's like 32, 33. Yeah.
40.
Yeah. No, what I would do with receiver is I would probably wait until 3rd or 4th round for receiver. But no, I mean, this is just kind of how the board fell for us. I think Zay Flowers was the value pick right there. If Bijan was gone, I'm not mad at that. It's a balance.
So for you, Jay Herbo, who are you, or Jerbo? Who are your top 3 receivers in the draft right now?
Definitely JSN first. Probably Quentin Johnston next. And then probably Zay Flowers.
I don't think Quentin Johnston's that good. I'd take Jordan Addison over him, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, he's just big and fast. I don't. He just his route running to me is like, eh.
I mean, he showed up in the big games though.
No, yeah, that's true.
I like some of the later round receivers. Have you heard of Nathaniel Dell? Remember we looked up his highlights? That
Yeah,
guy's
Dell was
fast
good.
as hell.
Yeah,
Dell
Yeah.
looked really good, and I also liked Tyler Scott. I was looking at him at one of my mock drafts too, and Marvin Mims as well. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All those aren't bad.
But
Definitely a fan wide receiver in first round.
yeah, yeah, man, I definitely wouldn't be mad as long as we did address the trenches, did address the rush defense and the rush offense. You know, I think we do need a running back, especially now. Oh, look, Ricky Fontaine, Tank Dell. Yeah, man, we got a comment. Let's go, Ricky Fontaine. Hell yeah, look up Bryce Ford Wheaton. All right, man. All right, I'm gonna have to look up Bryce Ford Wheaton just for Ricky Fontaine. But again, I think our top need is running back because Eckler. First of all, Eckler is not even inside runner, a workhorse that we're missing, and now that Eckler is upset, like with the contract, I think that running back shoots to the top of the needs. So this is Bryce Ford Wheaton as requested by Ricky Fontaine.
That's true, but
I'm not even showing it.
Running back is.
What'd you say?
Who's the second best running back?
Gibbs.
But Gibbs isn't a workhorse like you're talking about.
Yeah, that I know that is true. But he's young and he's still big. He's like 5'11", so he's taller. I think he could add weight. He's a great athlete though, and at least you'd have two really good running backs that could split the load.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about Philip Lindsay too, though? How come nobody in the NFL picked up Philip Lindsay from the Broncos, and now he's in the XFL? I think that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I can't tell you. I mean,
I think that would be a nice little smooth pickup for us. He's a veteran running back. He's had over 2,000-yard seasons. He doesn't fumble.
This guy Bryce Ford Wheaton looks pretty good. Oh look. Okay, now we're getting all these comments now. Andre Iosivas. You guys want to look at a couple more highlights before we turn it off?
Yeah, I'm with it. Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna look up Andre Iosivas, bro.
I heard wide receivers pretty deep in this draft class too, so I wouldn't be surprised if Bryce is good.
I
think it's a really, really weak running back class, though. So I feel like I really think that we really need to get either Bijan or Gibbs. I think that's a really big priority. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, this guy said Ibrahim from Pittsburgh. That dude's a baller.
All right, we'll look at that guy next. This receiver? Oh no, there's Iosivas. That's
from Princeton, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't like the school, but if it's a late rounder, maybe take a chance. I feel like that's the time to take chances on some guys. Like maybe one Princeton guy, one Sioux Falls guy later rounds, but not third round. Unless it's just like he's just tearing up the freaking D2 or whatever.
Because your picks in the draft are never going to be all of them going to be hits, but you can always bet on the competition they play against.
Yeah,
they play against good competition. And
he's fast, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's quick.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Keenan, though, but young Keenan. All right, we're gonna look at Mohammed Ibrahim next. Mohammed Ibrahim.
Zlatan? What?
You like soccer?
Oh yeah, bro.
I like soccer too. All right, we got an H&M commercial.
I was thinking of someone else. This guy's from Minnesota. I was thinking of someone else from Pittsburgh.
Oh man. All right, let's see. This is the running back. Yeah, he's a hard runner. Yeah. Maybe he's a little short though, but could help. I like how he looks He looks like an aggressive runner. Yeah. Yeah.
See,
Looks like an
making
aggressive
people
runner.
miss.
Yeah, I like the guy. I just can't trust late round running backs too much because, Roundtree, Spiller, and Kelly haven't really done much for us. I just do not want to do another late round running back if we can help it. But this guy looks good. The guy looks good. He looks physical. I think we need that nastiness.
If you want to look up a Banaconda from Pittsburgh.
What'd you just say?
I think his last name is Abanaconda. Abanaconda.
Bro, I don't know how
Being
to spell that.
serious. A-B
Uh-huh.
A-N-I-K.
Oh, okay, here he is. Oh, dang. I like his name already. Oh, there's a running back? All right, let's see. Israel.
Look at 320 yards, 6 touchdowns.
All right, let's watch him.
Against 2.
Good runner. I mean, good catcher. All right, he's
Ooh.
what is it called? He's electric.
A big boy.
He's electric.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's got energy. He's got moves. He's got energy. He's got movement. At least in that one play, I thought I saw that. Yeah, he's fast. Damn, he's fast as hell. He's flying up there, huh?
Ooh.
Damn, he's gonna dust this team, huh? Oh no, almost. Oh, he does. On Tennessee. Oh yeah, I like that guy, Israel Abanaconda. Yeah, that's. Damn, his blocker just decked the dude. Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down for this. If we missed on the better running backs earlier on.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's fast as heck, honestly, yeah.
And running out of bounds. Yes, sir.
So he's not tiptoeing out of bounds and stuff. He looks short though.
Find right here.
He looks pretty short though. That was easy. I could have done that. Probably not, but maybe.
At least got a yard.
Yeah, dude's a beast. Going up West Michigan though. Damn.
Between the tackles.
Yeah, fast as hell. Between the tackles.
Well, all right, fellas, I'm about to grab me some food. You guys have a good evening.
All right. Oh, wait. We'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up right now. Let me. All right. Any. Hang on. How do I? Okay. All right. Wrap it up real quick. Off season's been all right. Kind of sleepy. Still got high hopes. Hopefully the draft's coming. We got a lot of needs. A lot of good players in the draft. Think the season can be really good for us. Could be bad. But we're hoping for the best, pretty much. Got to just, try and do our best.
As long as we have Herbert, right?
Yeah. All right, Gary.
That's all.
What's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are Tom Telesco better get his shit together in the draft.
Yeah.
That's my first thing. Second thing, I wonder what free agency is going to look like in the, leading up to the draft and after the draft, and and things like that. So I think we have a couple moves coming, and hopefully the season is a good one. Shit.
For real.
That's all I can think about, for real.
For real. All right. What about you, Jerbo? We'll close it out.
I'm just trusting in Herbert to gain his knowledge on how to read defenses and how to manipulate the game and how to control the game. So, we didn't have the best defense last year. We kind of started to get together at the end of the season, right? But, Staley's good at defense, so hopefully he controls that. And, I really like the Kellen Moore signing, with pair him with Justin Herbert. I think, as long as they get some more weapons on offense, I think we're going to score a lot of points.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we could say we're on the right track. I'm hoping, again, like still off season early on, a lot of speculation that we're doing. So we're just shooting the shit around here, having a good time. Really. Right? Yeah. All right. Here, let me chug this thing. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. I forgot mine today, bro. I had to go to the store.
Come on, man. Next week. Oh, I'm trying to do these live chats like every Tuesday or every week. So whenever y'all want, just we have a good time on here. Nothing too crazy. So next week, if y'all down, let me know.
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
good. Yeah.
All right,
right,
bolt
brother.
up, y'all. Thank
Bolt
you.
up.
Later, dog
Later,
bang.
guys.
Eat.
Let's get it.